Hi friends, I welcome you all at Crack Grade B in the video lecture series of Economic and Social Issues for RBI Grade B exam. For covering descriptive part, today we are going to cover some questions based upon malnutrition and related issues. So our first question for today is, what do you understand by the malnutrition and what are the cause of malnutrition in India? First, malnutrition refers to the deficiency, excess or imbalance in a person's intake of energy or nutrients. So malnutrition indicates that the children are either too short for their age or too thin. Children whose height is below the average of their age are considered to be stunted. We have covered this part, that what are the wasting, what are the stunting, and what are the obesity. So the malnutrition is the reason behind the wasting, stunting and obesity in India. What are the causes? Poverty and food insecurity. So according to the multi-dimensional poverty index of United Nations Development, according to this index, 360 million Indians continue to experience acute deprivations in various social indicators. Over 1 in 4 multi-dimensional poor in India are under 10 years. Important fact, important figure. The second point is, second reason is poor access to health services. According to the Lancet study in India in terms of quality, accessibility and healthcare, India is behind its neighbors like China, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and Bhutan. We can say that we are more malnutritious against as compared to the country China, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and Bhutan. The most important part for this malnutrition in India is lack of education and information. So as per Annual State of Education Report 2017, India 125 million children between 14 and 18 years of age are ill-equipped to read, write or even to a basic arithmetic. To state that gender divide in cognition level worsens with the rise in age of as girls are often compelled to drop school for variety of reasons. I will explain this point to you that the education level is somehow related to the malnutrition. For example, if a person who has studied till the age till the class of 5th, so can you think that he is able to understand that what is malnutrition? Can you think that this person knows about the balanced diet? The answer is no. So education level is somehow related to the malnutrition. The government is running more program with the help of Anganwadi workers to ensure to reduce the malnutrition at rural level with the help of some schemes and some training program. So this is the impact of the education. Moreover, the monoculture agriculture practice. The food grain production has increased, as we know that, over 5 times since independence. But can you say that it is sufficiently address the issue of malnutrition? The answer will be no. No, because long the agriculture sector in India is focused on increasing food production, particularly staple food, wheat and rice. This wheat and rice is not fulfilling vitamin A requirement, vitamin D requirement. vitamin 12 requirement. So this monoculture practices is also hindering the growth of nutrition food in India. So what we can say that this led lower production consumption of indigenous traditional crop grains, fruits and other vegetables, impacting food and nutrition security in the process. The intensive monoculture agriculture practice can perpetuate the food and nutritional security problem by degrading the quality of the land, water and the food derived through them. So we can say that this mono agriculture practice in India for generating the staple food wheat and rice is attributing towards the malnutrition in India. So these are some reasons which I have listed out for answering this question. Now our second question is, what is the type of malnutrition and what is the status of malnutrition in India? There are various types, but malnutrition refers generally to the deficiency, excess or imbalance in person's intake of energy or nutrients. Malnutrition covers two different categories of the conditions. The first is undernutrition and then other is, this category consists of overweight, satiety. I mean to say here is that the nutrition requirement should be balanced. High nutrition intake or low nutrition intake is the problem for the growth of the human body. So under the undernutrition part, this category covers stunting, low height for age, wasting, low weight for height, underweight, low weight for age and micronutrient deficiency, lack of important minerals. But in the other category, it consists of overweight, obesity, diet related non-communicable disease such as heart disease, stroke, diabetes and the cancer. So the balanced nutritional diet is the need of the hour. Now we comes to the status part. While you covering the status part, you have to refer some report, some data from the various organizations which give their report on malnutrition for India and for the world. There is one report, the state of the food security and nutrition in the world for 2017 and 19, states that there are 673 million undernourished people around the globe. And for India, this figure is 189.2, 28%. We can say that in the whole world, 28% malnourished people live in India. Additionally, India accounts for 28%. Out of that, the stunted, low height, under 5 years of age are 43%. Of the world wasted children, the world's stunted children, 28% and 43% are world wasted children. As a proportion of India's own population, around 40% were undernourished during the 2017-19 period. And the corresponding figures in China and Brazil is less than 2.5%. We are lagging behind in this part because we don't know what is nutritional food. Now we take some data from the National Family Health Survey. The proportion of underweight and stunted children are 35 and 38.4%. And in several districts of Bihar, Jharkhand, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and even Gujarat, the proportion of underweight children was more than 14%. So this is the huge figure and this is the status of malnutrition in India. In a nutshell, we can say that we are struggling with the problem of wasting, we are struggling with the problem of stunting, we are struggling with the problem of undernourishment, especially in case of India, in case of certain aspirational districts. Now, the third question, we are struggling with the problem of malnourishment. So, what our government is doing to tackle this problem of malnutrition? There are certain government schemes and policies which government has introduced in the system. The first and most important scheme is Integrated Child Development Service Scheme. This scheme provides the vulnerable group, including children below 6 years and women, intervention target. So, we can say that it is being implemented by the Ministry of Women and Child Development. It provides a package of 6 services, namely supplementary nutrition, preschool non-formal education, nutrition, health education, immunization, health checkup and referral service. The second most important part is the National Health Mission. Under the National Health Mission, it was launched by the Government of India in 2013. It subsumed the National Rural Health Mission and the National Urban Health Mission, and it is implemented by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Now it was further extended to 2018 and to continue till March 2020. The main program of the components include health system, strengthening in rural areas and urban areas, especially for reproductive, maternal, neonatal child and adolescent health system, and it will also cover communicable and non-communicable diseases. The most important part for this malnutrition in India is midday meal scheme. It was launched in 1995 as a centrally sponsored scheme. It provides that every child within the age group of 6 to 14 years, we can say that it is a part of right to child education. Studying in class 1 to 8, who enrolls and attend the school shall be provided with a lot of cooked meal free of charge every day except on the school holidays. The midday meal scheme comes under the HRD ministry. Now the name of this ministry is changed, Ministry of Education. Under the Department of School and Education. Indira Gandhi Matritva Sahyog Yojana. This scheme aims to contribute to better enabling environment by providing cash incentives for improved health and nutrition to the pregnant and lactating mothers. It is also implemented by the Ministry of Women and Child Development. National Nutrition Policy 1993. The National Nutrition Policy was adopted under the aegis of same Ministry of Women and Child Development. The strategy of NNP was a multi-sectoral strategy for eradicating malnutrition, achieving optimum nutrition for all. So, these which I have covered some government initiative, you can add some more government initiative to tackle the problem of malnutrition in India. So, this was all from my side today. I will come up with a new video related issues on economic and social, part of your RBI Grade B exam. So, thank you and happy learning.